Hey guys, welcome to another day with Zimaleta. In today's video, we're going to be doing an unboxing of two four-wheelers, and I'm going to tell you exactly what I think about this at the end of the video. So if you don't want to watch this whole thing of me putting together, skip to the end to see like what it's like. The bikes, well, the four-wheelers, they're put together, the kids are riding them. I guess you could call them bikes because they're kind of like four-wheelers and stuff like that. They're electric. They got headlights, they work, they got 3 speeds, which is like, you know, like 1, 2, and 3. I don't know what all the speeds are, but the last speed, at speed number 3, it's 13 miles an hour. It's probably a little bit fast for a really small kid. You could probably start them out like at 0, which is speed number 1. I know, a little bit confusing. But anyways, guys, enjoy this video. If you like the video, go ahead and leave me a like. If you don't like the video, leave me a dislike. Let me know how I'm doing. So thank you for watching this. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to put this thing together. And I think you'll know exactly what you got to do. It's really easy, guys. And the reason I'm doing this, I read the reviews on Amazon where I picked this thing up. People had a hard time putting together. I didn't find it hard at all. I made it easy for you guys, so you'll see exactly what you need. Oh yeah, and one other thing, which is quite important. Like, what's the ride time for these things? Guys, it's 2 hours on full charge, which I think is quite enough. You know, 2 hours, I mean, come on, you know. I don't know what the normal Power Wheels get. I really never timed these toys, but these are 2 hours on a full charge. So the way I like to do it is I always charge it overnight and plug it in the morning. And if kids are behaving, I kind of use it as a tool. I'm like, okay, you get to ride. So they're riding, you know, because they're Today's video, I bought my 2 beautiful kids here. I bought them 2 four-wheelers, guys. They're electric and they go up to 13 miles an hour. Kevin here, he's got a green one, and Jason here got a blue one. Hey guys, are you ready to put your bike together? Let me help you do it the easy way. First, we're gonna go ahead and mount the handlebar mount. And you find this in your kit, like in your bag pretty much, or your box. You just open it up and go ahead and get your 4 longest bolts and 3 metal brackets. Bring them here. First, install the biggest bracket, which has the 4 holes. Go ahead and install your handlebars on top of that, and then install the 2 small brackets on each side, as you see me doing. And go ahead and you insert your other big bolts first to the front of the handlebars, and go ahead and kind of get them tight. That way your handlebars could move, but not flap around. Basically, so go ahead and tighten them up, and now it's time to mount the reverse and forward type of controls, and you put them right on top, guys. And you insert the other 2 bolts that you have, the long ones, to actually hold them. Don't let this confuse you. This is where they go, right on top over here, and then you tighten this into place. And before you tighten everything up, you want to make sure it kind of moves like this, and go ahead and set your boy down, or girl, whoever you have, and make sure you adjust the handlebars to their liking. So this is Jason, my 3-year-old right now. He's going to be 4 pretty soon. So we found a comfortable position for him, and that's actually what we're going to do. And we're going to go ahead and tighten everything up now, all the 4 bolts. Guys, this is the hardest part of the whole job. I have read comments on basically on Amazon from people and stuff like that, and a lot of people made it seem like it's very difficult to put these things together. So you know what I thought, like as soon as I bought these things, I'm kind of thinking, okay, I'm going to show you how to do it the easy way. But most people put them like in 2 hours together, which I think it's like not even necessary. And now what I'm doing is I'm tightening up the handlebars, basically like the actual brakes and stuff like that, and I'm also putting it to his liking, make sure that he's going to be able to grip them. And they're pretty much adjustable. There's a screw hole and an Allen wrench. Guys, the cool thing is all the tools are provided, and you could go ahead and use every single tool. As a matter of fact, some of the tools are extra, so you may think that you need all those tools, but you really don't. There's a lot of extra Allen wrenches, there's a lot of extra regular wrenches and stuff like that, and there's a Phillips heads and straight screwdriver, you can go ahead and use those, but I'm gonna use my own tools to assemble it. This is a number 10 that I'm using, and I'm also using their screwdriver actually, and I'm using a number 12 type of socket. So the very first thing we're gonna go ahead and install is this top bar right here, just like all the four-wheelers have. And to install it, you gotta first remove those bolts that you see me just remove. They got a basically a Phillips head screwdriver at the bottom, and at the top it's a deep socket, pretty much number 10, or you could use one of their tools, regular wrench, to remove it. So I have removed it, and then you just insert a screw from the top. You don't have to use all the those other bolts. And now I'm gonna install the bottom piece. The bolts should already be at the bottom, and on this piece here, this is kind of like a little bumper thing. It has all the bolts already attached to it. So you go ahead and unbolt the bottom portion of this, and go ahead and insert this bumper basically, and kind of like loosely fit everything, and then fit this here. Make sure everything kind of fits, and there's no wrong or right way of inserting these bolts, but I'm doing it this way for the aesthetics. I think it's going to be a little bit more aesthetically pleasing to do it this way. This is number 12 and number 10 type of bolts. To make this job a lot easier for me and go faster, I'm just using my own wrenches, like and it just works really fast for me this way. So guys, it's pretty easy to put it together. I really didn't even have to like look at their little instructions, but with some of the commenters, they're saying it's so difficult and stuff like that, and it says 2 hours. It does not take 2 hours, guys. I actually think this is a really good four-wheeler type of toy for kids, and I really do feel that my kids love these things. They have rubber tires, so they are all-terrain. So now we're gonna install the bumper in the back, or the top portion where you could put luggage or somebody else could sit on it. The mounting bolts, they're towards the top of the seat. The bolts should already be there, so you just go ahead and disassemble them and install this. You could even call it a rack. You could put something on it, maybe like a bike helmet or some kind of luggage or whatever. There's 4 bolts, they're already there, so just remove them and install this and tighten everything up. Now you may find that this stuff might be a little bit bent and stuff like that. I think when they welded it, they're really trying to put them together kind of fast, and that's probably why they're kind of cheap. But I think overall I'm pretty satisfied with the quality. I think they look good. They don't look cheap at all, guys. They don't look like this cheap, like plasticky toy. I'm pretty sure they're made in China. They are electric. They do go 13 miles an hour. They do have 3 speeds on them. The highest one is 13 speed. And guys, I think these are way better than like the regular Power Wheels or Peg Perego type of toys that you could get, and a lot funner. And there is like the lowest setting in there, so when you set that speed, it's going to be pretty much the speed of the Power Wheel toy, I think. Guys, and these things here, like little reflectors here, they don't have instructions for these at all, but this is actually where they mount, and you may have to bend those things into place, and it's pretty easy to bend them. I don't use the actual those lights to bend them, but I actually do it like this. Before installing the fuse, guys, make sure you disconnect that little white piece. Otherwise, it's like it's gonna blow the fuse or whatever, or it's possibility if the key is turned to the on position. Once you plug it in, go ahead and plug everything up and choose the speed setting. Right now it's the speed is set on 1 position, which is meaning that it is like number 2, actually number 2 speed. The 0 means 1 and number 2 means speed 3, which is 13 miles an hour. I went ahead and actually changed the speed to the highest setting for my 7-year-old. He's going to be 7 in August. And then I actually downsized them to speed number 2 because I don't want them to go fast. We don't have the helmets with us here. We just was kind of like putting these things together and wanted our kids to test them out. But we do have helmets and stuff, and they do use them, and I do recommend that they do use the helmets. But if you got a 3-year-old or 2-year-old or like whatever, I recommend setting it on the lowest settings, because these things are kind of fast, because you know how kids are. They're really not responsible. And okay, guys, as you can tell, the kids are ready to ride. They're quite happy. now, guys, my kids started riding and they're having a lot of fun. And then I noticed this, like the tires are sticking out. It looks like the alignment's quite off, and it's time for us to actually fix the alignment. So let me show you how it's done. Kevin was riding okay in his green one, but Jason's having difficulty turning. And so now he's going to go on a pit stop. We need to flip. Guys, before adjusting anything, we want to make sure the steering wheel is straight, and it doesn't seem like it is. Now it's straight, and here it is, guys. This little thing, you could kind of see, once I loosen these two bolts, you could see how easy it is to actually adjust it. So we're going to do alignment on it, and now I'm gonna go ahead and tighten that bolt up. Now I gotta get these loose and do the same thing on. All right, guys, time to adjust another one. So we're just gonna go ahead and rotate that and just kind of eyeball it. Seems like that's about right. And we're gonna go ahead and tighten up this bolt here. Okay, guys, as you can see now, it's looking quite straight. So I gotta fix my other sons, Kevin's, and they're gonna be able to ride good now. First of all, turn the key off, and I'm just gonna recommend you tilt it back like this. We're just gonna adjust it this way. I flipped it around the other time, and you want to make sure that the steering wheel is straight. And then we come on this side, and now you see these adjustable bolts here, and they're kind of on there like the wrong way, so they untighten the way that you actually tighten a bolt. They're countersunk, I guess. Okay, so I got this loose, and now we're going to go ahead and adjust this. So it looks like that's quite straight there. We want to make sure that we tighten this back, and these are tight back. So now on this side, you want to loosen this up, get this thing over there like this, and then you want to adjust it. And then you adjust it to make sure it's going to be as straight as possible. And probably using a level for this. And now we just put this right back, check it out, make sure it's straight. It looks pretty good. Definitely better than it was. Turn the key back on. Everything's And now, guys, about the review. So what I really think about these four-wheelers, you know, for kids that's electric, I think they're great. I think if you're gonna go and spend some money for like a Power Wheels toy, and you're gonna spend about, you know, anywhere from $300 to $500, especially like there is some that's $499, I highly recommend just go ahead and go to Amazon, purchase one of these or two of these, you know, for your kids. If you got a girl, there's a pink one. I have links in the description below. Guys, they're well worth the money because the tires are rubber. You got actual air inside. You got a nice motor that's electric. It's fast. It's adjustable. It's got a key. You know, these things, you know, they kind of mean a lot for kids. It's got headlights, you know. I mean, are you gonna find anything better for like 550 bucks pretty much for a toy? And they're under that, guys. I think not. And believe me when I tell you guys, I pretty much have every single Power Wheels, you know, for the kids. I mean, I got them tractors. I got them the cop car. There's a G-Wagon Mercedes. They have some other ones. There's like one that's called a Polarized. And these are way better, guys. They're much funner and they're pretty much all-terrain. So whether you want to ride like in a parking lot like this, it's gonna work. Or if you got like a dirt type of, you know, like track at your house, or, you know, like grass, you know, kids could ride on the grass. So I kind of have pretty much like I need like an all-terrain vehicle for like my property, because we pretty much have gravel and grass. That's it. So, and a bunch of hills. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. And if the instructions is pretty helpful, let me know. And if you liked it, please hit a like. And if you don't like it, hit a dislike. So let me know how I'm doing.